66 LPA, 5,000 rupees monthly stipend and 100% placement guarantee with minimal course fees. Yes, I am talking about ISI. Now this is not your ISI Pakistan. I am talking about your Indian Statistical Institute. Here you get 100% placement guarantee, and this is a dream institute of national importance for all the maths enthusiasts, and you just need mathematics and English in your 10+2 examination. No other subject is required. Hi, my name is Yashika Pandita from SciAstra, and today we'll be talking about your Indian Statistical Institute. Talking about your Indian Statistical Institute, that is your ISI, it was founded by a professor Prasant Chandra Mahalanobis in Kolkata during the period of 1917 to 1931. Now you see, here this is our Professor Chandra, and he founded this institute even before independence. So even before we had our freedom, we already had mathematics, and we also know many more renowned mathematicians, like we have Aryabhatta, we have Shakuntala Devi, etc. So this institute gained the status of national importance through your Act of Indian Parliament in 1959, and this is a premier institute that is solely dedicated to statistics, mathematics, computer science, data science and economics. So moving ahead with your institutional details, now here the university is a public university and the headquarters is in Kolkata, and the major locations that we have here is your Kolkata, Bengaluru and Delhi, and in Northeast there is a new branch that has been opened, which we'll be discussing later in this video, so stay tuned for that. The official website for this is www.isical, that means kolkata.ac.in. Alright, so now here if you talk about your campuses and centers, so I just told you that the headquarters is in Kolkata and it was established in 1939. Then second we have your Bengaluru center, which was established in 1960. Then Chennai center in again 1960, and your Delhi center, which was established in 1974. And the new center, that is your Northeast center in Tezpur, that was established recently in 2011. So these are your 5 centers that have been established for this campus. Now, if I talk about the placement for these campuses, we have, if you look at the statistics here, the highest CTC that had gone was of 66 LPA. Alright, the median is 21 LPA and the average package is up to 24 LPA. And not only that, you can see the recruiters list also here. This placement even promises 100% campus placement. Okay, even your IIT Bombay does not give that guarantee, which is given by this institute. And if a student is studying in this institute, if you once get admission in this institute, there is no way that you will be leaving this institute without any campus placement. So this is that good in placement. Now, if you are also preparing for your ISI examination, then SciAstra has a very big surprise for you that I'll be revealing shortly, so stay tuned for that. Now, if you look at this placement statistics, here you can see that in 2022, 23 and 23 and 24, okay, the number of recruitments in the area of banking and finance has increased significantly with an average package of up to 40 LPA. And other industries like your consultancy, your data analyst and your products, they also have an average package up to 24 to 20 LPA. Now moving to the degrees that are provided. Now recently your ISI has launched a new course which is known as your Bachelors of Statistical Data Science, which is BSDS. Now this is a new course that has been launched, and again the course fees for this is 1 lakh rupees per semester, and there are total 8 semesters only for this course. Okay, now if you look at the course duration, it is a 4-degree program, and you can also avail an exit option after 3 years. Here you will only be getting your bachelor's degree if you take a 3 years exit, but if you are doing your 4 years course complete, then you will be getting your bachelor's plus master's. Mode of training is hybrid, that is some classes would be online, some classes would be offline, and you also get to train in various centers of your ISI for this course. Now the only eligibility criteria that you have here is that you should have passed your class 12th examination, and you should be either 25 pass out or appearing in 26. That means double droppers are not allowed for this course. Now if I talk about the subjects that are studied in this, you have mathematics, applied mathematics and English, and the minimum marks that you need to have in your board exam is 75% aggregate for general and 65% for your SC, ST, PWD candidates. Now moving ahead with the other undergrad programs that this institute has, we have your Bachelors of Statistics and Bachelor's of Mathematics. Here you have a 3 years course that is provided, and the eligibility criteria is again that you should have cleared your 10+2, and compulsory subjects for your class 12th are mathematics and English. No matter if you're a humanities student, if you are a commerce student, or if you're a science student, if you have mathematics and English with you, you can appear for this examination, and the admission happens through your ISI test. Alright, they have an entrance exam test. So in that entrance exam, you have two parts. One is your objective type and the other is your subjective type. Alright, so moving ahead with your PG courses or your postdoctoral programs. So here you have your MStat, you have your MMath, you have your MS in your quantitative economics, MS in data science, you have some PhD programs available here, as well as you have MTech in computer science. Now again, if you have already studied from this institute, you need not appear for any entrance exam. You can directly avail their master's and PhD program, provided you have already studied your bachelor's from this institute. So moving ahead with your ISI admission test. Now ISI admission test is an offline written examination which is conducted annually. And now let's talk about the selection procedure for this. Now you have a written admission test, that is the first stage of selection, where you have two sections. First you have your objective part where you get 30 questions, and second you have your subjective part where you get 8 questions. Now if you are able to clear the cutoff of your objective part, that is your first section of your examination, only then your subjective part paper would be corrected. So keep this in mind. After completing your written examination, you have a interview round for shortlisted candidate, and the final merit list is based on your overall performance. Alright, their purpose for conducting this interview and your final merit list is to actually assess your mathematical aptitude, your logical reasoning, and your problem solving ability. Now let's try and understand the exam pattern and marking scheme. Now if I talk about your ISI exam, it comprises of two parts. One is your objective and the other is your subjective. Now the objective part, okay, objective part will comprise of 30 MCQs, and your subjective has around 8 questions. Alright, now for all the answers or all the MCQs that are correctly marked, you will be getting a +4 marks. If you leave the question unattempted, okay, if you are leaving the question unattempted, you will be getting +1, and if you are marking your question incorrectly, only then you will be getting a score of 0. Okay, so there is no negative marking here. This is the first exam that I am seeing that is giving you +1 marks for leaving the question unattempted. And if you are able to clear the cutoff for your objective type, then only your subjective paper is corrected. Okay, so this is the pattern of your ISI exam, and they have your logical reasoning, analytical thinking, and your mathematical depth. Now if I talk about your syllabus overview, you have your class 11th and 12th mathematical topics, but the major topics that are included here are your algebra, your calculus, your coordinate geometry, your number theory, and your probability and statistics. Now if you are also preparing for your ISI and CMI preparation, so we have for you our ISI CMI book, where you will get multiple questions to practice from. And not only that, based on students' feedback, I can tell you that many students have said that last year many questions came as it is from this book, and including the option and the pattern of the question was exactly the same, and they claim that this book is even better than the Tomato book, which is the actual official book which is published by your ISI institute, which mostly contains just your PYQ questions. So if you're also serious about your preparation for ISI and want to get selected in this, then you should definitely check out this book, and you can use the coupon code GOLD10 to get an additional 10% discount. Now let's look at some of the important dates for this examination. Now the registrations are starting for this examination on 12th February, except for your BSTS, where the registration would be starting on your 28th April 2026. The last date to apply for your BStat and BMath examination would be 13th March 2026, whereas for your BSTS it is 28th May. Alright, admit card for your BStat and BMath is supposed to be released at around April, and the entrance exam will be conducted at 10th May 2026 for BMath and BStat. For BSDS, the date is not out yet, and the results and your interview round would be conducted around June-July 2026. Now, if you are serious for your preparation for ISI and CMI, then SciAstra has launched for you its ISI and CMI crash course at just 2,500 rupees. Now, in this crash course, you will be getting full syllabus with live revision classes which would be conducted 3 classes per week, and you'll have 10 PYQs with detailed solutions, 5 of your ISI and 5 for your CMI. Now here you'll have 8 mock tests, 4 part tests and 4 full syllabus tests, and you'll have special focus on subjective questions as well, so that you can gain good marks from your subjective questions. Now derivation proof checked by mentors, and you'll have detailed discussion and analysis on every detail given. Now the best study material for ISI and CMI would be provided to you, along with you can also check out the book that I was talking about, and you'll have chapter wise question practice with full access to all the class recordings so that you can keep revising your syllabus, and you have dedicated private Telegram group for preparation support. For any further queries, you can also contact SciAstra support, whose number would be pinned in the comment section below. And you can also check out the detailed video on this crash course. The link would be provided in the description. So keep preparing well, and we'll see you in your dream institute. All the best.